Lisa's website. Topic of discussion. Over to you, beautiful ladies. Now, this was preempted by one of our viewers sending in a viewer question. And I think Marg, our producer, was thinking it'd be a great topic for discussion. So what I'm going to do is read the question out, and I just think it's a really interesting question. I've never really thought of it before. Now, it's from Lee Pearden. Now, Lee says, does spirit ever get sick of us seeking connections from psychics regarding them and wanting to know if they're okay? Now, we know sometimes that people, sometimes even including myself, we want that verification, we want that comfort. So we might go to more than one person to try and contact our loved one that's passed over. So he says, I've had, 2 readings from well-known psychics, and sometimes you get slightly different answers. And on top of that, he says, why is it that when either his sister or himself has a reading, does both his dad and brother always come through intertwined together in the one reading? So let's start this topic of discussion about, does spirit get annoyed with us if they feel like we're hounding them?
No.
No, I don't feel they do.
Okay.
And I think unless you're going like every week or to different psychics like that, but I think if you leave it like about 3 to 6 months, and I'd feel spirit actually love it, because they love that validation, and they get very excited to know that we're going to connect with them. As I find that a lot of times people will say they're going to the cemetery to go and visit their loved ones, but the funny thing is the loved ones aren't actually at the cemetery, they're with them, and when they know they're going to the cemetery, they follow them and get really excited because they know they're getting flowers and they're going to have a little chat to them. Oh. Yeah, so I feel, spirit loves it, but unless I think you've really got to make decisions for yourself too. I think that's the thing. If you're going every week and you're not sure where you're heading, that's important to make your own decisions in life.
I think it's a difference between communication and codependence.
Yeah.
I think sometimes people really want to give it over to somebody else to tell them what to do with their lives, but at the same time,
it's only advice.
It's just
Spirit
advice.
can only advise you.
Yes.
The universe gave us that gift called free will. And no one can ever take that away from us. So going to different people all of the time, there are people out there who go from, see one person and then a week later they're going. I don't think that that's a bad thing if you're looking for verification. You know what I mean? You've gone to see one person, you've had a reading with one person. If you're looking for that confirmation, that's the first thing I always say is, when was the last time you had a reading? Not because I want to know, it's more so, okay, so that person is there, obviously they want confirmation for something. You know what I mean? It's just like, obviously there are people that want to keep going weeks after weeks after weeks, but spirit will never get sick of it.
No.
Remember, there's no time there.
Do you think there's an element of sometimes people go back for readings when they are maybe not hearing what they want to hear, and they might continue to go to different
I
readers?
tend to get hang-ups if that especially if they're on the phone. It's just like, you can't please everyone all the time.
No.
And again, it's not the fact that we're not here to say this is what you have to do. I mean, 90% of people, is this relationship going to last? 99%, it's always generally about love and work and money and finances, and at the end of the day, like you were just saying, it's just like we are in charge of our own destiny. But to have that channeling experience is amazing.
Well, Spirit's not here to make up a story.
Exactly.
Are they? I mean, they're not coming through for the sake of just having a cup of tea and a conversation. They've got messages that they want to pass on, even if it's just to verify that they're there.
Exactly.
So,
And peace of mind too. It's
definitely peace of mind.
And people can go, I'm okay now. I know that Mum's okay, or I know Bub's okay, or Nan and Grandad, they're taking care of Bub, it's just peace of mind. Once you know, you get that little tiny thing, I'm very blessed. I'm really blessed, I really am.
I can't tell you how wonderful it was to hear that tonight, because my mum actually didn't believe in a life after death.
Wow.
She didn't think there was anything.
It's funny that you said that, because through doing readings, and I do a lot of stage shows as well. And I've had that happen before, where there've been people's dads who've said, "Oh, I always thought this was a load of rubbish, and now I believe it." So they get a bit of a surprise when they go on the other side.
Well, I think our regular Kitty should join us
Interloper.
and come into this
Interloper.
conversation this evening.
I am
Here's a
gonna-
chair for
I
you,
am gonna
Kitty. Jump in.
because I've got to tell you, just while you're talking about, because I have an opinion on everything because I can.
Kitty's a Leo.
There was. Could you guess?
And I love my
Could you
Leos.
guess? There was a night when Rain was doing a little scrying for me, just out of the blue. I asked her if she would because I was just really interested in the scrying, and this lady here, seriously, just looked around past Rain and looked at me and went, "Kitty, there is this tiny little woman who's just standing here like this and going, tell him to listen to you." And Sammy knows nothing about me, apart from we come in here, we work, we put mics on, we do stuff. It was my mother-in-law, so big time. My husband had been sick. He wasn't listening to what he needed to do. He was not listening to me, and she just nailed it. So, I know I'm not a psychic or any of that stuff, but
I think after 7 months on this show, you're pretty much borderline now.
But I think like that to me was she wanted to talk to me, so it's not about us wanting to talk to them. It's about them wanting to talk
That's
to
such a great
true.
point.
They want to give us that, like,
It's true.
we're still here for you. Like,
Yeah.
we cry tears for them, you know,
Yeah.
and every tear is a memory, and that's our earthly way of coping with it.
That's for sure.
Did you tell him?
Hell yeah. I haven't seen you since. No, I haven't. No. So I went home and I went, "You've got no idea." And he went, I went, "You've got to listen to her." And he went, "It might not have been about me." And I went, "Hello."
Top to bottom, left to right,
He knew,
100%
yeah,
360
he knew. And he
degree
just
you.
went, "Oh, what does my mother want me to do?" And I went, "She wants you to listen to me. So you are doing this, you are doing that."
And what was the result of that?
Okay, so what the result of that was, because I think I came on and I was telling you how
Yeah.
after
I
that,
haven't
how he
seen you since then.
No, and after that, I was telling the guys how he's actually been really sick. And I was saying, you've got to change the medication. I know the doctor's saying this and this and this. But for him, you know your own body better than anybody does.
Exactly.
That's so
And
true.
Very
he
much
kind of,
so.
he's going down on this medication and he's going up on the medication and he's getting sicker and so what ended up happening is I said to him, listen to your body, do what you need to do, and if you're not coping with that within maybe 2 or 3 weeks, we're going to a kinesiologist as well.
Yep.
And so we went to the specialist and said, so this is what we're doing, and he's doing it this way, and then we're going to go to a kinesiologist as well. And the specialist kind of went, "Oh, it's not the way I do it." I went, "Well, that's just tough for you. This is the way we're going to do it. And we're doing all the right things with the medication. There's nothing wrong.
Yep.
But we're easing him down on the medication much slower than
Yeah.
you would like him down." This particular thing was like, there's a number for it when it's in your blood, and it's supposed to be 3. He was at 100 or 110
Oh,
or
my
something
God.
ridiculous. And even the specialist said, "Oh, I've never had anyone that high." And he's going, "Oh, yeah, we'll get you off that in a minute." And then wanted him to go on chemo drugs. And we're both going,
I didn't know about that.
No.
They wanted him to go on chemo drugs.
Yeah. It's a chemo drug that
Kitty.
apparently fixes this other thing up, and we've just looked at all the side effects and gone, no. And that's when I've gone, kinesiology, ease yourself off these other
Yeah.
So
things.
she actually come through to say
I know.
So
that
that
he had to
must have
listen to me.
been
I know.
what that
She
was
knew-
about.
She knew what was
because
going
that
yeah.
came out of the blue too,
Yeah,
didn't it? We
yeah.
weren't. I mean,
I ran out of the studio crying.
Oh, I know. I
Well,
remember that.
I haven't.
Oh.
I've seen her before, but I haven't seen her since Pop.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was. You were
Thank you.
amazing. You were amazing.
Thank
And
you.
then imagine how hard it must be for Spirit on the other side when people here don't want to connect with them, don't make the effort to connect with them, and they're there.
Yeah.
I think that's actually a good point, because there's lots of people that have come to me and said, "I've been walking down the street and this strange, weird person I've never met before has walked up, tapped me on the shoulder and said, blah, 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 and give them some message and totally freak them out.
Yeah.
You know, that's wrong.
It is, yeah.
It's
I
so
agree.
wrong to
Kids
do
and their
that.
invisible friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
agree
I mean,
with
there's
that.
no such thing. Invisible friends are spirit children.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
You know,
yeah.
but to actually physically go,
get off.
I don't know.
No, I love you.
To go up to someone on the
Yeah,
street,
I
walking
don't-
down the street and go, la, la, la,
Yeah.
it's like,
And you look amazing on camera without a scrap of makeup, by the way.
Can we fix that?
thank you for that.
Any makeup on whatsoever.
And I'm glad he
Finally
listened.
done.
And I'm glad he listened.
Yeah, oh no, he knows. He can ignore me, but he can't ignore his mother.
Yeah, exactly.
He knows.
That's a classic.
He knows. No,
That's a
he
classic.
knows.
It's a classic.
He knows.
That's beautiful. I'm
Come on,
glad.
Kitty,
Thank
stay with
you.
us. You're not leaving.
No, I'm kidding. No, I haven't
No,
even got a
stay there,
microphone.
I got-
I haven't got a microphone.
Well,
I
here, you
have
can
to-
have one of mine. I've got two.
Thanks
What is
for
it
the
wrong with me?
feedback.
Always mic, double, triple mics. You should see how many
know.
how many cords I've got running down the back of my bra.
Yeah, I know.
Well, tell him I'm very proud.
Kitty,
Earth to
by
planet-
the way, just before you run off, because I know that's what you're going to do, even though
Yes,
I've
I
asked you
am.
to stay.
Correct.
Kitty works in this studio on
Oh,
other
stop
projects
it.
all day,
No, I'll leave
and
on
then comes
camera
and says,
instead of waiting for
"I
a
was
cutaway."
trying to get you to stay." Gosh,
Yes, darling boy.
Thank you so much. Every week, it's.
And that was an
and we all
amazing
love you
reading
so
for us.
much.
Thank you.
And
I think I know an awful lot about her, but I do know stuff about her, and I've just, like, I was over here going.
And I was looking at you, and every time I looked at you, I had to look away
you're
because.
okay,
Anyway, bye, Kitty. Anyway, bye, Kitty. We'll see you next week. And another round of applause to the crew, guys. Thank you. Every week, without doubt, we're here. Thank you, guys. Okay, and I want to promote Up Close and Personal at the Fraternity Club next Friday the 16th from 7:30 p.m. Tickets on the AAAY website. No, that's 2 A's. AAY website. Sorry, threw an extra A in there. At $55, buy 3, get 1 for free. We're all going to be down there. We can't wait to meet you in person. It's going to be the 4th one's for free, guys, not the 3rd. So you have to buy 3. And I'm sure we've all got a couple of extra friends in this world. You know, if you haven't, just go out and try and find a couple. And they're selling super duper duper fast, guys. We're almost at capacity. It's going to be a phenomenal night. Sammy, you're
Yes.
going to be with
I
us.
am, yes,
We're
I'm so
very
excited.
We're all going down to Wollongong for the night, and we've got Josephine Sartor, and we've got Peter Hall coming as well, and Sheila and Linda are going to be there. Sheila Vajrasa and Linda Usop, and Peter, a beautiful, beautiful facilitator from the workshop that we went to at the retreat at the Blue Mountains a couple of weeks ago. We're all there together. We're all going to be there to help you with whatever questions you've got. There's a wide range of different talents there, and we're all there to serve you guys, meet you in person, and have a phenomenally magical evening. So please get on our website, purchase 3 tickets, get the 4th one for free, and you've probably only got a few days before they're all sold out. And now, Sammy, just tell us quickly, what are you going to be focusing on down there with your spirit work?
Oh, okay. I think we're all doing lots of different things. So,
Yes.
I think that there's an audience chance for question and answers, which is really good.
That's so
But,
exciting.
I'm doing platform and I love it. So that's my favourite. So I love doing platform. So I'll be doing a fair bit of that. And if we've got time, depending on how time is, I think grounding is very important. So
Okay.
I'd like to get the audience to participate a little bit in that and just show them how to be grounded, learn and understand why we need to be.
That'd be great to start the evening with that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Just to get everybody in the right mindset for it. Oh, fantastic. Maybe then Peter can do a little meditation
Yeah.
to add to that.
And then we can just go from there.
And everybody
Yeah,
can be in
be
a
fun.
wonderful, just a beautiful little experience together.
bubble.
In a hub.
In a
bubble. In a cave.
Bubble,
with
bubble.
a magic cave. And down we go.
Yes.
Yes, down the rabbit hole we're going to go.
The magnet
at
is-
the Fraternity Club. Now, before we move on, I just wanted to say you have just been named, well, you've just joined now, which is it's the paranormal investigators
SCI.
SCI, and